Today, I have come to tell you the very thing that you feel in your heart again and again, but even after hearing it, you choose to ignore it. You say, "Lord, give me a sign." And I am telling you, you have already received the sign. The restlessness that has grown in your heart these past days is not fear, it is me drawing you towards me. When your heart suddenly feels heavy, it is not a problem, it is my warning. The path you are walking on should not be making you weary. If it is making you tired, it means you are going in the wrong direction. I have not come to stop you, but to save you. You have felt my voice on many occasions. Sometimes you felt a blockage in your heart. Sometimes your mind said, "Don't do it." Sometimes you lost sleep. Sometimes you couldn't understand things. All of that was my hand, but you took it lightly. Today I am telling you, do not take it lightly anymore. The direction you need to turn towards will soon become clear. Some people will leave your life, some things will break, some paths will change. And you will wonder, why is this happening? Shall I tell you why? Because I am protecting you, lifting you up, and taking you to a place where your future is safe. Now don't run away from me, hold on to my voice, and walk with it, because what lies ahead will change your entire story. So maybe you can't understand it right now, but your soul is standing at the edge of change. You can't name it yet, but something inside you is changing. Deep within, slowly, gradually. A place so deep that even your loved ones cannot reach, but my voice is reaching you there. This restlessness, this fatigue, or the sudden silences, waking up at night to drink water, the strange stirrings in your heart, none of this is a coincidence. This is my touch, my knocking, my warning. Because you are standing at a turning point. A turning point where either you will rise or you will remain stuck in the same old place. And I cannot bear to see you stuck. You have felt many times that the path you are walking is not the right one. But you thought, maybe this is how it was meant to be. You even called your mistakes fate. Those who hurt you, you accepted them too, calling it the right time. Those who kept exhausting you, you made them a habit. But today I say you must leave this path. The direction you are stubbornly following will not take you to the place where my plan wants to lead you. What you lost was not your destiny. The pain you endured was not your destination. The defeat you witnessed was not your future. Understand this, you are not to return to it. You are not to go back to what kept breaking you. What kept bringing you down, know this, some things break because I allow them to break. So that I can save you. You think this pain is the reason. But I see that it is this very pain that will force you to change your path. Sometimes I don't close the door. I pull you out of it, and right now your soul is being pulled out. From old cycles, old mistakes, old relationships, old fears. This change doesn't come loudly, it comes quietly. And right now, you are standing in that very silence. You must have noticed. Some people are suddenly drifting away, some relationships have fallen silent, the truth of some faces is being revealed, and there are some things you just can't tolerate anymore. Some environments no longer feel comfortable. Why? Because I am lifting you up. When I raise someone up, I first change the ground around them. I change their environment. I change their company. I change their way of thinking. And you, don't be restless because of this change. This is not chaos. This is order. I am pushing you into a new chapter, but listen, wherever there is change, there are also tests. And this is the test of your life right now. Will you recognize my voice, or will you repeat the same old mistake? I made you feel obstacles many times so that you wouldn't go down the wrong path. I made you feel heaviness many times so that you wouldn't accept the wrong things. I made you restless many times so that you wouldn't trust the wrong people. What you call experience is actually my sign. But this time, you must understand the sign, because what lies ahead is so sacred that there is no room for error. Your future is not fragile. It is great. That's why the path is delicate. So that you walk carefully. Now I will speak plainly. If you ignore my voice, you will only delay your own future. But if you grasp my voice, what you are searching for will come seeking you. Your prayers have been heard, your pain has been seen, and I have felt your exhaustion. And now I am preparing to change your story. Some doors will break, some walls will fall, some relationships will end, and some things will suddenly become clear. Do not be afraid, this is not a storm, this is transformation. Now I ask you, are you ready to face this transformation? The phase you are going through right now is not an ordinary one. You yourself can feel that something different is happening, both inside and outside. Your thinking is changing. Your heart is becoming both softer and harder. Your priorities are changing. The things that once seemed normal now feel like a burden to you. These are signs. You no longer fit into your old life. The change happening within you is something the world will not understand, because this change is not of the world, it is mine. In recent times, you have often felt that you don't belong anywhere. The same faces, the same people, the same world, yet why don't you feel the same as before? Because your soul can no longer remain at its old level. When I take someone forward, I first change them from within. That same transformation is happening to you right now. Sometimes you suddenly feel like crying, sometimes you get angry for no reason, sometimes you suddenly become silent, and sometimes you suddenly feel like, that's it, no more. All of this is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of awakening. At this moment, you are changing from the very root of your life, from that place where no human can reach, but I can. I am cleansing your soul, removing the hidden wounds within you, lightening the burden of old memories, untying the knots in your heart, breaking down the walls of your thinking. You wonder, why is all this happening? And I say, it is because your new direction has already begun. Where you are standing is not a place to stay, it is a place of transition. This uncertainty exists because you are coming out of your old life and entering a new one. But in this transformation, the biggest question is not where you are going, the question is whom you are leaving behind. Yes, some people will move away, some will be left behind, some relationships will become quiet, some things will suddenly come to an end, and you will see this as a loss. But let me tell you, this is not a loss, it is protection. I am removing those things that do not align with your new direction. There were some people who were weakening your soul, some voices that were stealing your peace, some relationships that were keeping you tied to the place where you endured so much pain, and some habits that were not letting you move forward. And right now, all of this is falling away. I know it hurts. Even the best of people break down when old things slip out of their hands. But remember, what you are losing was never meant to be in your future. You may feel like you are becoming alone, but the reality is, by separating from the crowd, you are standing on the path of your calling. Now let me tell you about the direction in which I am taking you. Your new direction is not about running away, but about rising up. I am taking you to a place where your identity will change, where you will be respected, where you will receive what you have prayed for with all your heart. This transformation of yours will not go to waste. Its reward will be true, deep, and lasting. Now you can no longer be someone whom people can easily bring down. Now you cannot repeat the same mistake that set you back for years. Now you cannot hold on to those relationships in which your soul was slowly breaking. You are moving to a level where you must walk only by my voice. Because only I know in which direction your future is secure. And listen, this change is no small thing. This is your calling, the beginning of your destiny. Very soon, you will start seeing signs. The very things that once went unnoticed will now trouble you. You will be drawn to those things that lead you towards your soul. The very people who used to bring you down will now feel distant to you. The very opportunities that align with your new direction will now shine for you. All of this is happening because you are no longer connected to the past, but to the future. Now I ask you, will you accept this transformation with the respect it deserves with which it has come to you? Now you have entered a state where your soul can no longer find comfort in old places. You have felt this yourself. The things that once used to calm you now make you uneasy. The people who once felt like your own now make you feel like a stranger among them. The old dreams you once held on to no longer attract you. It's not because you have changed, it's because your level is changing. Old thoughts, old company, old places, old decisions. They no longer align with the new level of your soul. And I want you to understand this change, not fight against it. Because the struggle is not with your direction, but with your past. Your past is stubbornly trying to pull you back. It reminds you of how you used to be, weak, afraid, broken, insecure. But what does your future say? You are no longer that person. Now your soul has become new. That's why, at this moment, you hear two voices, one from the past and one from the future. And it is up to you to decide which voice you will hold on to. Now let me tell you a profound truth. Before you can reach your future, you will have to let go of your past. It won't be easy. Because the past will remind you of its habits. It will remind you of its comfortable little memories. It will try to pull you back to the same old things, the same faces, the same plans. But ask yourself, did that past ever show you mercy? Did it ever move you forward? Did it ever give you peace? No, it only exhausted you. And now, I don't want you to return to that exhaustion again. In this season, I am giving you a new identity, and before circumstances change, it is the person who changes. You are going through that very process right now. Your outer world is waiting for the change within you. And listen, what is about to happen now will leave you amazed. First of all, a deep separation will come into your life. You will notice that some people will suddenly start drifting away. The faces that were once close to you no longer seem to match with you. The conversations that once felt natural now leave you feeling drained. The environment that once felt like home now makes you feel suffocated. This is a sign that the process of your elevation has already begun. Second, courage will arise within your soul. Where you once felt fear, now you will find the strength to stand firm, where earlier you used to hesitate. Now your steps will move forward on their own. Where you once listened to others' opinions, now you will listen to my guidance, your self-confidence. Now it will not depend on people's opinions, but on my presence. Third, your clarity will become sharper. You will suddenly realize what you need to let go of, whom you shouldn't talk to, which path you should walk on, and who is causing you harm, who lifts you up. This clarity is not from your mind, it is the wisdom I have given you. Fourth, divine protection in your life will increase. Some dangers that were about to come your way will be broken before they even reach you. Some problems will end even before they are born. Some people who wanted to hurt you, their power will not work on you, because I am building divine protection around you. Fifth, you will start to see new opportunities. These opportunities may seem small, but they will take you exactly where I am calling you. You will suddenly say, why didn't I see this before? And I will say, because you were not ready before. Now listen to a very important warning. Wherever a new season comes, old temptations also return. Old acquaintances will suddenly come close, saying that they have changed. Old paths will call out to you. Just try it once, the old ones. Old habits will call out. Just do it a little. Old fears will say you won't be able to do it. But every time you have listened to these voices and held yourself back. And now if you give space to these voices again, your journey will slow down. That's why I'm telling you, this time don't make the same mistake. Your destiny is not in your old life. Your blessing is in your new direction. And this is the direction where I am taking you. Now I ask you, are you ready to be free from your past? Will you be able to handle this new season? Will you put my voice above all others? Now the time has come, the time you have been waiting for months, perhaps years. The time when you will not look back but move forward. The time when you will not stand in fear but stand with faith. The time when you will not break down, but even in your brokenness, you will shine. And today I am telling you, your life will no longer be the same as before. All that you have lost, all that you have endured, all that has broken, all that has scattered. None of that was your end. It was preparation. It was cleansing. It was the foundation. It was the process to bring you to the level where I'm about to place you now. You cried, and I held your tears. You called out, and I heard your voice. You silently endured the pain, and I transformed that pain into the strength for your unseen future. Now none of this will go to waste. What you are feeling right now, the restlessness, the unease, this awakening or sensitivity, all these are signs that the door to your life is about to open. And today, let me tell you, the door that no one else could open, I am going to open it. Yes, you heard that right. The things you once thought impossible will now become possible. Those people who used to laugh at your abilities will fall silent when they see your results. The fear that used to hold you back from your path will now be broken, and the despair that was eating you up inside. It will no longer have any power over you, because I am lifting you up. But there's also a test in being lifted up. Is this test some difficult hardship? No, this is a test of your decision. Now you have to choose. Will you return to your old life, or will you hold on to my voice and walk in a new direction? The old life may certainly seem attractive because it is familiar, but it is not safe. It does not give you the peace your soul is crying out for. It does not give you the future I have written for you. And you know, if you stay in that old life, you will face the same pain again, the same struggles, the same brokenness, the same weakness. But if you move forward, I will give you everything you have wept for in secret before the world, in your prayers. Now I am telling you clearly what is going to happen next. First of all, peace will descend into your soul, the very peace you have longed for over the years. That same peace will strengthen your decisions. That same peace will purify your energy. That same peace will prepare you for your future. Second, you will receive a new opportunity. This opportunity may be small, it may come suddenly, or it may be something extra. But this opportunity will change your direction. You will recognize it from within. This is the very thing I was praying for. And I will say, yes, this is the one. Third, you will meet the right people whose hearts are pure, whose intentions are noble, who will not bring you down but will lift you up, who will not burden your soul but will lighten it. These people will have been sent by me. Fourth, your lost strength will return, the confidence that was broken will come back, the fire that had been extinguished will burn again, and the identity that was lost will reappear. Fifth, you will take steps toward your purpose. Yes, your life has a purpose. And even unknowingly, you will start moving in that direction. Your steps will feel light, your soul will be at peace, and your mind will be clear. But listen, in this season, you must keep one thing in mind. Give priority to my voice, not to people's opinions, not to your old fears, not to the voices of your past, not to the illusions of the world. Because if you walk holding on to my voice, then no storm will ever be able to shake your life again. Now I ask you one final question. Are you ready to receive this blessing? Will you step toward your future with faith? Will you become the person whom I have chosen and lifted up? Because today, I am telling you only one thing. Your new beginning is starting right now. Now tell me, will you walk with me?